Hey guys, it's Michael from Clutter Stuff here. Unfortunately, without Mary, she chose not to be in this video. Basically, we went to just a small local Comic Con uh, last uh, last Saturday afternoon. Just a little thing, wasn't really a big deal or anything like that. Mary didn't, they had a couple of dealer booths and that kind of thing. Um, Mary got kind of bored, so we left out after about an hour. It wasn't a big, fancy Comic Con. It was mostly outside, a couple dealer booths, like I said. She didn't see anything she wanted. Um, she ended up not getting anything, and since she didn't get anything, she didn't want to be in the video. So, anyway, I will tell you, and she probably got a little bit bored because of basically watching Daddy dig through long boxes, discount boxes and stuff. So, one of the dealers there had a couple of long boxes. Basically, they were $2 each. They said, we don't want to sort through them or do anything, so here, just have at it. And there was a lot of good stuff there. I didn't pick up everything that was good, because I only picked up the stuff I was actually really interested in. I only picked up, the few issues that I wanted. Um, so I'll go ahead and show those off to you. Here's this is the Comic Con. This is the program. So it's free admission. Like I said, most of it was outside. It was just like in this little plaza. They kind of closed off the streets, the surrounding streets, um, just right outside of the public library and stuff. So, okay, so first one I got, West Coast Avengers Annual #1. Let's see if I can get in a little bit better than that. It's not anything particularly special about this. I just always loved West Coast Avengers. The early days, the team was um, pretty cool, and this particular issue is a team up between the West Coast Avengers and the main branch of the Avengers. So I went and picked this up. It's one of the giant-sized annuals. You can see, this is from 1986. I went ahead and picked up this one, and these are all in like phenomenal condition. Let me show you this here. First of all, it's Marvel Superhero Secret Wars #12 in a 12 issue limited series. And let me see if you can focus in there. There's like, here we go. The spine is super crisp, no damage, not even really. I mean, maybe a little bit of a teeny bit of damage on the corners, but I mean, this is just great condition. I mean, the edges are sharp. Um, I mean, I was astounded to find something of this condition in the in a discount bin like that, in a discount box like that. So this is from, of course, April 1985 cover date. We've got a bunch of Secret Wars 2 tie-ins. That's kind of been my new thing lately. Is I'm getting really nostalgic for the original Secret Wars series, which is, I mean, obviously you can tell I've got the original Marvel Superhero Secret Wars #12, which I'm hoping that it's not one of the ones I already have, because I have about half of that limited series already that I've just picked up over the years. But so I picked up a bunch of Secret Wars 2 tie-ins. These are all from 1985, 1986. So we've got Uncanny X-Men #196. You can see here all of the Secret Wars 2 tie-ins have that little thing there. We've got Fantastic Four #282. Avengers #260. I missed a couple of months, but Fantastic Four #285. And this story is actually pretty infamous because it's almost it's barely connected to Secret Wars 2 at all. And the story is just really weird. It's about a kid who sets himself on fire because he looks up to the Human Torch. So he sets himself on fire with rocket fuel and dies. Kind of morbid for a comic book in general. But again, all of these really have just really crisp spines and no real damage. So I mean, just it's great to find them for $2 each in a long box in this condition. New Mutants number 36. Uncanny X-Men number 203. We've got a big shot of the Beyonder here on the front. It says Phoenix versus the Beyonder. So, I mean, this is a matchup for the ages, right? We've got New Mutants number 37. Fantastic Four number 288. Which again, this is another matchup between Doctor Doom and the Beyonder. They went toe to toe in the original Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars, and so here again in Secret Wars 2 they go toe to toe. And of course, if you've been reading the new Secret Wars series, spoiler, I'll give you a second to skip past me. Doctor Doom takes over Battleworld. He basically becomes God Doom. He is the god of the new Battleworld. Because I'm not exactly sure. I would need to go back to some of the prelude issues to figure out how exactly he did that. But I kind of gather that he like killed the Beyonders or something like that. But anyway, so Doctor Doom obviously has a big role in the Secret Wars mythology altogether. Here we have Avengers number 265, and this is getting towards the end of Secret Wars 2, if I'm not mistaken. The following issue, this was the last month. Yes, this was the last month of Secret Wars 2. And then in 266, the issue following this one, was a special epilogue to Secret Wars 2 in Avengers 266. So that's, unfortunately I didn't find that one. But I did pick up a couple of other interesting looking Avengers. I got this one, kind of late Bronze Age Avengers, number 197. This is from 1980. And it's Avengers The Untold Story. What really goes on in Avengers Mansion. Avengers After Hours. The Elevator Incident. Miss Marvel's Shocking Surprise. It's all just part of the prelude of the War Devil. I'm not sure exactly what the heck they're talking about there, though. I think this was just kind of a throwaway issue. I think I used to have this one about 25 years ago or so, and if I'm not mistaken, Jarvis plays the actual human butler. Jarvis plays a big role in this issue. So I'm looking forward to reading it. It's those late 70s, early 80s Avengers. That's kind of what I grew up on was those issues. They were back issues when I was collecting. So anyway, great pickup for $2. I mean, I haven't looked up the value on any of these, but considering what I paid for them, I'm kind of shocked. So the next issue I picked up was from another one from 1986. This is Avengers number 269, and it's Kang versus Immortus. So obviously we're talking about big time travel issue here. Again, great condition. Sharp spine, sharp corners, no creases or anything like that. This was actually one of the first issues that I collected. It was one that Kang. And someone please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about this, but I believe that Kang and Immortus are actually the same person. Um, so the fact that you've got Kang, they're just the same person from different timelines and different alternate uh, universes or something like that, um, due to just because they were time travelers. So um, I'm not positive, but I believe that that's the case. And then I picked this one up, and I'm gonna tell you right now, there is absolutely nothing special about this issue except that it was the very first issue of the Avengers that I ever bought, if I'm not mistaken. I very vividly remember this cover art. This is number 277. It's from March 1987, and this is way better shape than my copy was, 30 years ago. Uh, it will be read again. Yeah, I love these old issues. Um, you know the I've always loved the Avengers, and the movie Avengers are not really faithful, I guess, to a certain extent to the Avengers I grew up in the comic books. It's kind of like this just kind of random blend of Avengers characters in the movies. Not to say that that's bad. I'm not one of those people that is a real stickler for oh, it's got to all be perfectly accurate with the comic books. No, the movies are a completely different medium for the comic books. They may be taking their inspiration from comic book characters, but they're trying to tell their own story. Um, so I'm not at all mad about the way that I love the way that the Avengers are portrayed on screen. So the other thing I did pick up is a couple of toys. I've been meaning to get this for a while and just hadn't. This is the Funko Reaction line, Breaking Bad Heisenberg. I love. Here, let me see if I can get it without the glare. I love the Reaction line. It reminds me so much of the toys that I grew up with. I grew up with GI Joes and Star Wars, and these 3 3/4 inch action figures. I mean, I can almost see myself pitting Heisenberg against Luke Skywalker or one of my favorite Star Wars toys of all time, Hammerhead. It's just such a cool toy. I just loved Hammerhead. He's in Star Wars for all of about 5 seconds, but man, he was the coolest action figure that they had. I mean, it was just this funny shaped alien guy named Hammerhead. I need to get myself a couple more some of those. I need to find an old Hammerhead, and then so anyway, beyond that, there was another dealer who had loose figures in a bin for $3 each or 2 for $5. So I ended up getting 2 of them. I got this little Darth Vader guy. I'm not sure what I vaguely recall. I mean, he's very like cartoony, these huge feet and huge hands and small body. There we go. He's not like he does. Well, oh, his hand does move a little bit. His arm moves a little bit, but otherwise he's not really like posable or anything. He's just, just this goofy little cartoony Darth Vader. But I had to have it, especially at that price. And then, just cause I had to get a Hulk. So, and this one is really cool because Hulk smash. How could Hulk smash Vader? No. Okay, sorry. For a second, I kind of lost my mind there for a second. So anyway, so that's the haul. One a big one. I mean, I'm super thrilled because when I saw this Avengers 277, let me put this back up. this is without a doubt one of the comics that I remember. I'm pretty sure that this was one of the very first comics that I bought as a child. When I was, I started collecting. My grandmother would hand me a buck or two. No, she would hand me $2 to walk down to the highs at the end of the road and get a carton of milk. And the milk came to $1.21, which meant there was 79 cents left. The comics were 75 cents, 5% tax, so 4 cents tax. The comic book was 79 cents. I could get the milk and one comic book for the $2 that my grandmother gave me. So I remember this was one of the very first ones I got, and I'm not sure what drew me to it, other than maybe the sight of Thor and all these guys laying on the ground here. You have Captain America. If you're not familiar, this is Baron Zemo, who I think they're building into. I think I saw somewhere that he's going to be involved in one of the upcoming movies, maybe Captain America or something. I don't know. I might be tripping on that one, but anyway, so it was just it's just I love this cover. It's not one of your stereotypical type comic book covers where you've got the guy in the front and the people walking away from the team, or it's just there's rubble and these heroes and villains all laying on the ground, and the villain's got this upper hand on Cap. It's a cool cover. There's really not anything special about this issue though, other than just nostalgic value. So anyway, I hope this video wasn't too long, and I hope you enjoyed it. But I will see you next time. We do have a couple of videos we're going to try to make this week. We hit 50 subscribers, so we're going to do a giveaway. We just need to figure out all the logistics, and then we also have another Comic Con the next state over. We're gonna drive about 2 hours or so to go. Just another local, locally hosted Comic Con. Mostly dealers and long boxes and stuff. So I'll probably end up having a huge, another haul video again next Sunday or possibly Monday or Tuesday if I don't get around to it over the weekend. And then of course I'm sure we will have something else at some point this week. So thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. See you later.